Welcome, everyone, to the Truvisionaries 2026. Today I'm with Alexis Miller. Alexis, how are you?
Well, how are you?
Yeah, very well, my friend. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to jump in 3 rapid-fire questions for you. Tell us, first of all, how did you and why did you get started in vacation rentals?
So I actually grew up in the industry. My parents started our business 33 years ago now. Can't believe we're starting season 33, or they are, because I'm not 33 yet. But I've been in it for a very long time in terms of doing it as my profession. When I was in my senior year of college, our reservationist was training to be a nurse, and this was during COVID, and she was told that she couldn't work in a public-facing job for a certain amount of time, and it included our entire summer season. So I got a call a couple of months before I graduated saying, "This is what's going on. If you want the job, it's yours." And what I heard was, "We need help. Please come home." So I did, and I just have never stopped, and I love it.
That's amazing. That's fantastic. And tell me, did you finish that? Did you get that degree before you came home?
I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I
There you go.
graduated, came home. First thing I did for the business actually was I got my short-term rental safety inspection certification. Justin Ford will be proud. He's my friend and neighbor. And then I started working literally like 2 weeks after I graduated college.
I love it. I've interviewed a couple of people in the past who are what I would describe as short-term rental, vacation rental born. And there's a few. There's Louis Andrews at OVO. There's definitely a couple more. I think of like around the place where it's either been inherited directly from family members or the fact that they were there when their family bought the business from someone else and they've been a working history in it. So it's fantastic. Because of that, your pedigree goes way beyond just your working experience. It's coloured your whole upbringing, I'm sure.
Yes.
Tell us, what, in your opinion, what's the one thing most hosts aren't doing that they should be trying to do today?
I think hosts, if you're only listing on an OTA, you need your own website first and foremost. That's step number 1. For everybody else, take the safety course that we all keep saying you should take. And beyond that, everybody should be learning about AI, even if you're not using it in your business.
Yeah, that's fantastic advice. Let's hone in on that AI one. When did you start to realize how important it was for your business, and do you feel like now you are using it as much as you should be?
I feel like I started using it pretty quickly when I got into the business. So the first year that I worked in the family business full time, we had 4 employees. The next season, it was just me. So I started using it very quickly to be able to cover all the gaps that I needed to cover because we couldn't get help where we live, at least not full year-long help. It's funny, when I was in college, I got a certification in appreciative inquiry, and that was only a couple of years ago. That's what AI was until really 4 years ago for most of us. But I think that everybody could be using it if you know where you want to go with it, because it's just so vast, right? It's like opening up the big, big box of crayons and being overwhelmed with the choices. We use 2 forms of AI outside of our PMS, tech stack, all of that, to help supplement what I'm doing, which is mostly in the marketing and brainstorming for social media and all of that sort of stuff. But there's so much you can do with it. I mean, we've done comparative analysis on our homes versus our competitors, seeing where we're performing really well, where we aren't, seeing what the market views us as based on reviews that are coming in, not only on our website, but on Google and things like that. So there's a lot that you can do with it and learn very quickly. And it's not nearly as hard or as scary as it sounds to start with.
Yeah, very interesting. I think that's great advice. Tell us, as we go into 2026 and beyond, where do you think things are heading for the industry?
I think so. Last time you and I chatted was a couple of months ago, and I said whoever says that Book Direct is dead was dead wrong. I still stand by that. I think Book Direct is going to come back in a much bigger fashion than most people are expecting in the next year. There's been a lot of research on Gen Z, which I'm at the tail end. Too young for Facebook, too old for TikTok. But our generation grew up with influencers, so we can see through a lot of the BS, and there's a much higher level of emotional intelligence. A lot of these marketing studies are showing with this generation. So they want real people. They want authenticity, and they want knowledge from people who are actually authorities on the things they're talking about outside of social media. If you can capture on that, you're going to bring in direct bookings because everybody wants to work with a real person.
Yeah, I love that. Alexis, thank you so much.